About 7:45 a.m., cops show up. They get this 911 call. They think it's like some sort of domestic because they can't really make out what's being said. They just hear screaming, and then they hear someone say something about a knife. So, of course, they go over to the apartment to investigate. They basically find Louisa Cutting covered in blood. She welcomes them in the apartment. The crime scene apparently really bloody.
Whew. That's the worst.
Alexa Cannon has been stabbed multiple times. Sharp object injuries to the torso. They find out it's actually been somewhere between 30 and 40 times.
Wow.
She has a butcher knife sticking out of her mouth. Can you imagine?
That's weird.
Like
I don't think I've even heard that shit
in a pool of blood. When cops are, checking out the scene, they bag pills, grinders, which I guess is like a pill grinder, is what they mean.
I don't know, maybe.
Well, no, they were like talking about it, some sort of pill grinder.
Okay.
Multiple smoking devices. They take those from Cutting's bedroom. They find a brown chalk-like substance in the kitchen.
Oh.
Alexa was from Roanoke, Virginia. She was described as like this really sweet girl, kind, bubbly. She had epilepsy.
Epilepsy?
Yes, she had epilepsy. Her family said, sometimes she was bullied as a kid, but that she was just really motivated to like overcome that, wasn't going to let it stand in her way. She was studying psychology. She loved interior design. She had gone on a mission trip to the Dominican Republic. And she was just like a good girl.
Okay.
She and Louisa Cutting had been friends, like best friends, since their freshman year. And this was the first time that they had agreed to room together, basically. Got this apartment, had been living together for not quite a year. And Radford, the city, is pretty small. There's only about 17,000 people in the city, so quite a small community. They've only had 2 murders within like the last 8 years.
Wow.
This was very shocking.
Yeah, well, that's a pretty bad scene.
Now, when the officer, walks into the apartment and he's obviously like, whoa, he sees this chick covered in blood, another one lying on the floor
with a big butcher knife
sticking out of her mouth.
Yeah.
And he says, so tell me what's going on. She says, I killed her, turned around, put her hands behind her back, arrest me.
That's not weird at all.
Mm-mm. So Blair Howard, the attorney who represented Lorena Bobbitt,
okay,
is representing Louisa Cutting. She made a Twitter post on January 10th, so 2 weeks before the murder of her roommate, that says, I know death is coming, but I still can't wrap my head around it.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
Yeah. It just seems really random. So I did a little, social media stalk of Louisa Cutting. Her Facebook page seemed pretty typical for a 20-something-year-old college girl.
Okay.
Of course, a lot of selfies. A lot of those cute, I'm posing with like a bunny filter on my face.
Oh, I love those.
A lot of those cute, like I'm all dolled up with my perfect contour.
Okay.
Look at me, I'm looking fly in my cute dress.
She's being her best her.
Right.
Wait. Living her best life.
It's just really random. And so far it seems like there's no motive. And the defense attorney, Blair Howard, has come out in the media and said that there will be some mental illness that will come out, I guess, in court. That Louisa Cutting suffers from mental illness. And so they're definitely going to try to use that, the defense.
Well, maybe she does. I mean, is there a motive?
Well, so far, no motive.
Yeah, so maybe...
everyone is like, they were best friends.
Yeah.
They hung out. They were tight.
Right.
They lived together.
So maybe she did have some kind of detached reality mental break. High as hell.
At 7:45 a.m. murdering your roommate?
Well, yeah, you've been high all night. You never even went to sleep, girl.
You think so?
You're having that brown chalky substance with your coffee.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, what is a brown chalky? Could that be meth or heroin?
Sounds like heroin to me.
You think
so?
so?
Don't do heroin. Never seen it, but I'm just going to go with the Spoon Man. I hope my friends are brown and red.
I just thought that was a really interesting case.
Yeah, it's very strange.
It's kind of making headlines right now in Virginia. As I mentioned, they're kind of in the pre-trial.
She wasn't even freaked out when they got there. She just like, I killed her.
So it's not like it's actually been scheduled for like a official court date yet. But I think it's a case that's interesting. And if you're a true crime fan, you might want to look it up.
Yeah.
Kind of follow that. I'm curious to see what comes out.
Yeah, I know. Maybe we should actually try to watch it on Court TV or something.
Oh, I love Court TV.
Watch some trials. I haven't done that in a while. I need to pick a good one and just dig in.
Probably the trial that I kept up with the most and was watching regularly was the Michael Peterson trial.
Yeah.
And you actually mentioned that to me earlier tonight about the owl theory. So if you've watched The Staircase on Netflix, you know what we're talking about. His wife fell down some stairs, allegedly.
Yeah, was it Durham?
Durham, North Carolina.
Yeah.
He's a writer.
She was successful as well, wasn't she?
Yeah, she had her own money.
They had a big old house.
Yeah,
and all that.
like one of those McMansion-style houses in Durham.
Right.
And it kind of came out that he had some proclivities that maybe she wasn't privy to sexually. Well,
and it doesn't help when you were around some other woman who was found dead under mysterious circumstances.
Yeah, there's all that.
Yeah.
I was living in Raleigh and I was working as like a nanny and au pair for a family, so I had like a lot of free time during the day.
You weren't an au pair.
I would watch
This Is America.
Lots of court TV.
He was a damn nanny.
Because that trial was happening, and I was like obsessed with that trial. And I was like, that guy's guilty. So this whole owl theory.
So would you be watching it and like something
wrong.
exciting happened in testimony? Or was it pretty basic, like boring?
Well, it was kind of just basic.
Yeah.
But I don't mind that. I mean, I actually like watching C-SPAN.
So yeah, I was listening to Criminal. Great little podcast I've discovered. It may have been out there forever. I don't know, but I've been digging around for different stuff. They're super short episodes, 16, 18, 19 minutes, but they're really good. And they just throw some tidbits in there. And anyway, yeah, that guy has a theory that apparently there was a microscopic, or there was an owl feather found on her. And he has a theory that she went outside and the blood splatter on the wall alone and stuff just really doesn't support his. No, it was that whole damn stairs down through there. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Of a spray.
Well, I think he was guilty as hell.
Respiratory spray from inside of her.
Evidence. Yeah.
Right. But anyway, so his theory is that an owl attacked her. She went out and take the trash out or something like that. And then he backs that theory up with some cases of owls,
right? Their
talons going into steel. There's a story, stories of that, and all. Then he names a bunch of owl facts. I'm like, shit, owl's badass. But yeah, that Criminal's pretty cool. If you guys want to check out that little that podcast.
Well, thanks so much for listening to Mountain Murders. As always, we appreciate you listening to us. We wouldn't be doing this without you guys. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If you want to join us on Patreon, we put out special episodes for our patrons.
We do.
And so we appreciate all of your support, and we'll be back soon with more Appalachian true crime.